Good morning, traders. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It is 9 o'clock. It's Tuesday. I hope everybody's having a great Monday. I mean, Tuesday. I just say Tuesday and all of a sudden I said it's Monday. All right. Give me 1 second. Kind of hard to wake up early today. My mom is here. She watched the BTS concert here in the Tampa Bay area. I did not go. Thank God. My son went because I found out that there's no school on Monday, so he went with her. We picked her up like around 11:30. What time we got home? 2:30 in the morning on Sunday. So it was Monday. Yeah, that was too much. Good morning, Tom. Good morning. And so let me talk to you guys about AMD real quick. We did a technical, well, I did a technical in the Discord. Let me go ahead and share this too. Okay, so we were trading. There was an ascending channel here, which happens to be, it's a bearish signal, it's a bearish bias, but until there's a breakout or a breakdown that confirms the channel. So as you can see from this candle, this is unusual, right? If there is an increasing candle, that means there's a strength on the momentum, and then turns out to have a massive candle. However, this
Didn't
candle, you guys not
you
seeing
charge
this one?
that?
Oh, can see. That makes sense if you guys could see it, right? So let's start it again. So on the weekly, we did have a, you could say a W pattern, but more on the ascending channel, which is a bearish bias. There's also, this is what excite me when I saw this pattern, because we have an increasing candle, and that increasing candle is a momentum. It's a momentum that the strength is, I mean, that the momentum to the upside is strong. We ended up having a bigger candle compared to the rest of this previous candles, right? The only thing that concerns me here, there's a massive volume as well compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's like 10 higher of 10 volume nodes on last week candle. The only thing that I'm a little bit concerned is this overbought territory, so it's showing exhaustion. On the monthly, there's still slightly room to the upside to go higher. The highest we've gone about 82, 86, right? And it's still bullish. It's still bullish. This is a breakout candle. Let me see how many rally did we have already. So we have our first rally. We got a second rally. So we need maybe one more rally. And this could be the rally that we're waiting for a possible pullback. I'm not saying that it could get to 268 or 266, 267, but it is on the table for AMD if it pulls back. We had a massive candle previously before, and then we ended up have a consolidation, which is a descending wedge. So we had a massive candle, another massive candle. So are we going to consolidate from here and back test at 6866, 266, 267, or make it psychological support on the 260-ish? It's on the table, okay? But if momentum continues, your monthly RSI still have room to the upside. But every time we reach this current level on the RSI, it rebound. Reach this level, rebound. Reach this level, don't know. If history is our teacher, it could rebound from here, and then we could see that pullback on that 260-ish, okay? I know it's about $300 already, and Mary, that's such a deep pullback. Well, it requires to have a deep pullback, so on the shorter time frame, on the weekly, on the daily, could be able to breathe. Now, the last line in the sand, so this was actually a good way to short it. I wish I saw this. I would have given you guys a technical on this. Well, we had a gap up due to fundamentals, right? That was the news from Intel when Intel did great on their earnings. So it's a domino effect. AMD rise up. It went up and got to our resistance. I had a resistance on the 350. It exceeded at 352.99, which is 353. But now it's pulling back shortly. It's still showing bullish. We're still in the overbought territory. We did not have a bearish crossover yet, but we are pretty much filling the gap to the downside. And the last line in the sand lies on that 310. It's currently on the 314. So there's a possible short or a play for us to get put on that 310. That is the scenario. We don't know yet. We're currently on the 314. It could bounce from here to 310 and then reject it and move up. Or it could continue to come down and back test that 305, 302, 299. That is your local support to the downside for AMD.
Good morning, Miss Mary. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Tom. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
everybody.
So that 310 is a critical level of support, which happens to be the resistance after we gap up last week. Okay, so this is going to be your support after we gap up. All right. Now, CRM, we talk about CRM. We discuss about CRM on Sunday as one of the chart that we saw as part of that beaten down company. We discussed on the CRM. I know I did not show you guys the chart, but I did mention to you that we do have that gap, right? That gap from that to 178 is your level of resistance. When we break out of that 178, there is a gap to the upside all the way to that 187. Yeah, 187. But we could take profit early on that 184, 182, which happens to be yesterday. It happened and it tests that 184. If we're looking at the shorter time frame, it is a possible reversal. We establish a higher high, higher low after a bearish move, right? This is a downtrend. There's a possible change of structures once we establish a higher high and then higher low. Now, this is what we were trading. Well, when we give a technicals for a possible scalping or short swing, to go long for a possible 2 to 4 weeks expiration. That's exactly what happened yesterday. It opened right on the 177.51. It wicked down, but the body of the candle turns out to be around 178 right here. After you break through that, there is a gap to the upside on that 187. I mentioned to you guys that we may not be able to fill that gap completely, about 182, 184, and that's what happened. It's still bullish, okay? Still bullish. On the shorter time frame, we are still respected that 50 MAs. So the goal for that 50 MAs is to hold on that 180 as the last line in the sand, and we're coming back again to that 184, then 187 to 190. So that will be a possible short swing for you guys for CRM. But once we establish a candle right above that 190, 193, that's going to be critical resistance from here to here. And then we could possibly see a higher move, a bigger move to the upside. That's about 204. Okay, 204, and then we're going to decide again what's going to happen once we reach that 204, 205 mini gap. Gap is one of the easiest way to trade. It's not easy, that's very subjective, right? But if you learn how to trade gap, it's pretty much easy because you expect with a small gap from that 205, it's a higher chance it's going to get to that 208. That's $3. 208, you exceed it to that 209, 210. Then if momentum continues, your resistance, the real resistance of that move right after dropping, respecting the 193, this one, that 204, 205, then you could extend that to 208 all the way to this level, 216. Okay, so there's a possible pretty good swing for CRM. But remember, CRM, we are considering this as part of our beaten down company that we could add to our long-term portfolio. Remember, we are not a financial advisors. We just show you what we see based upon the chart. We discussed this on Sunday. If you guys missed those, the video that we did, me and Tom and Airtwan, we've given you guys some insight on what are the stocks that are being down. One of them is CRM. Second is PayPal. We discussed also Palantir. Tom likes CRM also. You like CRM
No,
and
I was Oracle. I was
Oracle.
Oracle. I wrote them down right here. Oracle, PayPal, CVS, and ONS for my.
ONDS.
Yep.
Yeah, that's correct. I picked CRM as one of them, the Salesforce, PayPal. What is the other one again? I wrote it down. I'm gonna give you guys the list. I'm gonna give you guys the list, and Nike is one of them too. Although I'm not a big fan of Nike, I'm a Saucony type of gal. I like the comfort and the
Uh,
responsive of the shoes.
I'm
I'm
a,
not.
I'm an old guy. I'm an old man. I like Skechers.
Skechers do very good shoes now though. And then Airtwan added his MBD. I think that was MBD, right? Tom, hold on, let me just confirm that. I'll give you
Uh,
guys a list.
yeah, yeah. Antoine like Mongo a lot. Yep.
Mongola, yeah. So
Oh,
he
CRM, PayPal, or Oracle, Adobe, and Hood.
Adobe, that's one of them. Mine. PayPal, Adobe, CRM,
And Hood.
and Hood.
Adobe's got to prove itself though, right? Because a lot of the stuff people are doing with AI now. So Adobe really has to have
Mhm.
a fundamental business change too. So, in my opinion.
Adobe, yeah, Adobe. For me, I like Adobe. Adobe is like Intel, right? It's an old school. They just really need to they need to come up with new ideas.
Yeah. Don't be a semantic, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Semantic was the leader in the space and then failed to adapt, and then now it's no longer even a company.
yeah. So we got PayPal, Adobe, CRM, Oracle, Hood, CVS, MDB. Those are one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Seven being stocks. We also added Nike and ONDS, and Ertuan likes APP, but I have APP as my long-term hold back on January when we did that Sunday class with Tom. What are your three favorite stocks to hold long-term on the beginning of the year? And APP is one of them for me. And I believe Tom has, I'll go ahead and put that list. What are those lists? And I have Marvel,
Yep.
Netflix. I really love Netflix. Right now, it's just being down. Remember UNH last year? I mean, Nvidia last year, when last year Nvidia was just 70, $80, and UNH also was just 250, 246. Those are my long-term hold, and I'm pretty much up. I'm sure you guys are up too. And we talk about Intel. Intel was just $19 back then, and we said Intel is a good hold, and that was just less than a year ago, guys. That was less than a year ago. And then we talk about APLD with Tom, and Ike suggested too when it was just $15 or $20, Ike said. And then me and Tom said, yeah, we're going to hold it long term, and it's up. So, we are not a financial advisors, but I believe we did pretty well on that, picking those good stocks for you guys. APLD still remain a long term hold. I just don't like the fact that APLD, Nvidia sold the shares of APLD. With Poet, yes, I know some of you guys have bought Poet for a long-term hold. Keep in mind that stocks could go up and down. All right, let's not blame other people because, I know that Josh talked about this, but Josh has no crystal ball. And please don't blame him. If the stocks goes down, that's why we have risk management. Nothing is guaranteed. All right. Poet, I think they just got I think the CFO they just got emotionally happy and start bragging about it. So that's what happened to that. So that's why sometimes it's good to keep your mouth shut because a single word could ruin all your deals.
Better to be thought of fools than open your mouth and prove it.
Yeah. 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 What else that we talk about on Friday with Josh, and I believe it was Walmart too. Walmart is a possible pullback. We discussed Walmart because Josh has this as a possible call. He had a call, right? Tom, do you remember if Josh? I know Josh has
He
Walmart.
had, in fact, it didn't work. I was just looking at it the other day. Walmart, that was, go ahead, keep talking, I'll find it. That was on the GOAT options. It was a call. Yeah, it was a call. Yeah.
That was a
Which,
call. Yeah.
yep, it was a call, which I timed it a little better. I had a nice bull put that ran up in like 3 days, got me like 80%, and I got out because Walmart was, yeah, it ran pretty quick,
Yeah, but Walmart, there's still
which is
no
not
change of a
typical of Walmart,
structure.
right?
Yeah,
Walmart typically is not a runner.
I mean, I don't trade Walmart because I like Target better.
Well, it's also a slow grind, right?
It
Walmart does
is.
not really jump out.
Yeah, yeah. With Walmart, hold on, let me just see before I start because I don't want to spend so much time on here. Walmart is still bullish. Okay, it's just due for, I mean, it's still pulling back, pulling back. So there's still that $126 of support on Walmart. But if we measure this retracement, how much it pulls back, this is an estimate. So you still have about, yeah, pretty much aligned with your Fibonacci retracement of 61%. So possible deep pullback could happen on the golden ratio of Fibonacci retracement on the 126. So 126 is still a possible pullback as long as you respected that. Yeah, it's gonna have to be here in this candle. Okay. Well, you're gonna draw your trend line to continue the bullish structure for Walmart. The only thing that I don't like about this run is one, we don't have volume. Two, this run is such a slow run compared to the upside. This took like 3 big candles before getting to this level. This took like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, I don't like this run. It's so slow, and your still stop resistance still lies on that 134. So it's currently 128. 128. Yeah, okay. So you're currently right here on this candle. So your point of control will be this this green bullish candle to the left, which is not much of a move. They don't really move a lot, Walmart. So let's go ahead and find the average. 127, 129, about $2 to $3. 129 to 132, about $3 again. 130, 132. Yeah, about $2 to $3 Walmart moves. 128, 130, $2. 127, 129, $2. So Walmart only moves $2. So now you're going to take a look at your trade. If it moves already at $2, expect nothing else. It could exceed to $3 because the average is $2 to $3 for Walmart. Now we have some big candles, so 123 to 127, so that's about $4, and this big candle to $6. All right, but it's unusual for it. It's not really all the time. So your average is just $2 to $3 for Walmart. I don't like trading swing on any stocks that just move $2 to $3. It takes longer for me. I mean, I have the patience, but I want to make sure that I'm going to get my money the next day or 2 days. If I have Walmart, I'm going to have to wait until that thing pulls back on that 126. I thought this was going to play out very well because this was a rejecting candle back on Friday, and there was a change of polarity from resistance, 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 and it happens the next day, which is yesterday, we opened right below the 132, which is sucks because it went down to 129, which your resistance was 129.69, but your candle yesterday opens about 129.81, and that was the highest. Resistance was right here. So once that cannot break through, that cannot go higher than that, and then it went down, obviously this is a rejection. So the change of polarity did not work out very well here. It's actually rejected, and now we'll continue to pull back. Okay, so now let's go ahead and be ready for our trade. So remember that AMD 210 is your next support, then 204, 205, and then 300 to 299. NVIDIA did very well yesterday too.
Miss Mary.
Yes. Possible. Possible put. Good morning, Ade. I missed the Saturday because I had a class. I will. Oh, nice, nice. I read my Bible now when I'm driving. Grok reads it for me. So that was a really good. So to those people who likes to read the Bible, and then you have no time when you're driving, tell your AI, Copilot or Grok or whatever AI you have, just tell them to read the Bible. Easy English for me because I cannot understand the hard one. Like the King James is so hard for me to understand. It's yeah, I put easy English for me, so and then I tell Grok there's some old words that I don't understand. So I'm like, pause it there, and then your AI will be so antsy. Can we move on now? Can we move on now? I'm like, yes, sure. I'm like, geez, this thing doesn't have patience. But you need to, right? Eh, yeah. Tom, you want to get kicked out tonight? 12:37. Oh, look what we have. We have a gap. We have a gap. But technology is just incredible now. Like you could utilize everything. Like my son used AI to study, to do homeworks, to do reviews. It's incredible. So it's really not a bubble, guys.
The best thing for me at work is rewriting emails.
That one I need to work on that.
Great. I just throw words in it and say, please polish this, make this professional, make this for an executive.
Right.
So much able to do that.
Yeah, I do that too when my husband has some emails for the business and some of them, we do have some condescending clients. At some points I felt so little of myself. That guy is so arrogant. I cried. And then I told my husband, just let it go. I will never forget him. He's just made me so little. It's like the way he talks, just because he's so rich. He's really rich, is our client. And I'm like, oh my God, see what money could do for you. How money gives you the privilege to speak up your mind and sometimes disregard the feelings of others. You know, I was like crying. I'm like, oh my God, how could you meet up? How could that person talk like this? How could you be so arrogant just because you have money? So arrogant.
It was my morning Bible study this morning. How to speak to people, right? We speak, it's
So arrogant. I will never forget his name. I have a client. He's so arrogant. He's Paul, and I know his last name, and he lives in Clearwater Beach, Mandalay, and the rich people are there. But he's so arrogant because my husband made and my son made a mistake on that, so we gotta go back. But the way he talks to us, he's making seem like we're so little. And I know what money could do for you, the way you speak because you have money, but he doesn't have the right to do that. But I cried. That was just like last year. And I'm like, oh my God, this is how he feels when we can't match our clients, the way they talk. But I just let it go. He owes me $3,000. I don't want to argue with him. I just let it go. He did not pay us.
peace of mind. The best way to go. Sometimes you buy your peace that way.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'll pray for you and God hears my cry and my pain. It was like I told my husband, just let it go, let it go.
Just got earnings.
Yeah.
So I was up 17% on my call last week, and I missed getting up. It's really
Yes.
for the end. They went for the swing trade or for the
We're gonna take a look at it. Don't worry, Eric. We'll take a look at it. It could be a good trade for us. We need to 7 16 50. I know. Just wait, Eric. Just wait. Yeah, it looks really good. It looks like it's gonna come down real fast and then recover from there. So that's why you're gonna have to have your finger ready to exit out. Okay. It's not something that you gonna have to hold it longer for that put. I know we have 305. Look, that spike could get to 723. It is. It is. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's true. You're right. Yeah. It's well, when people make you feel so little because of that, it's just like so horrible. I cry. I'm like, my husband, like, why are you crying? This guy just makes me feel so little. I'm like, wow, I've never felt so little. I've never felt that before. The way he talks, like, geez, is that what money could do for you? Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's and it's hard to deal with the contractors if you're a woman. It's really hard. Oh my God, I could write a book about that. Living in Florida. They tell me, "Can you speak somebody who speaks American?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. What kind of American you want to speak? You want to talk to? The one who doesn't have an accent." They told me, I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna give you to my husband." Well, I'm like, yeah. And so it was like, so I give it to my husband. I'm like, here, hon, talk to him in a New York accent. And then I was being sarcastic though, because he was like so stupid. And I'm like, hon, here, this guy needs somebody who doesn't have an accent. And then my husband talks to him. And I'm like, it's okay. What? Really? Yeah, I just laugh. I just really laugh too sometimes. I'm like, somebody wants to speak English. It's like, are you from here? I'm like, yes. Okay. Yeah. It's funny. It's funny how people are. It just makes you laugh sometimes. Sometimes you make them laugh. But most of my clients are good people, like 90% of them, you know. All right, so let's go ahead and do with SPY. Let's identify this white. We're going to utilize this candles here, this large candle, so we could trade because the gap from the pre-morning supports and resistance is so wide. So I don't want to sit here and do nothing on SPY. So we would like to take advantage of that. Yeah, 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 yeah. So we're going to utilize that. We don't want to sit here and wait for SPY to give us an opportunity to wait for that to move up to pre-morning resistance. We're going to trade this. And remember, we have that mini gap to the upside. So that's when it comes to mini gap, since there's no EMAs here, this could fly. So from here to here, it could fly up to 715, 716. So that's about $2. So let's see. Can't promise anything, okay? Because right now it's just still, the market's still open. I mean, the market's not open yet. What is 1 minute? All our RSIs are still going towards bullish. So it's aiming for bullish, but we cannot trade yet. All right. Market opens, not yet. All right, let's take a look at this and go ahead and switch it to AMD. Um, Honestly, I
Let me
don't,
check. I loaded. Let me go back and look at it.
I,
Nope, mine loaded.
I don't
Yeah, mine too.
load. Okay.
Sometimes,
Morning.
sometimes you gotta delete it and see. Sometimes you go and delete it and then reinstall it real quick.
What I do every morning, I close my trading view and then reopen.
Oh, that'd be like 20 tabs I have to redo. That's the only problem.
All right, look at that. AMD already missed that to the downside.
Yep.
Eric, we fill up the gap already, that 310. See? So you see how we reverse? So if you got your put right away, we got roasted. SPY, it's look like it's coming down. We're not gonna trade yet. AMD
Okay.
looks like it wants to recover. See, it fills the gap. So if we take a look at this daily, we have a gap to the downside and fill exactly on the 310.22. This got to 310, only 2 cents difference. So now we have a gap to the upside, get to 328. Would it get there? Don't know yet. We don't want to get caught with what? With a pullback, but it looks like we could go ahead and wait. Once we surpass this and create a higher high for 318.05, we still have like about, this is too early. If you want to enter that, two things: either wait for this candle to finish, or we're gonna ride it up, AMD ride it up all the way to that 330. I don't want you guys to get excited, but it could happen for AMD. Okay,
You mean like after they pass for the 50 EMA?
no, pass on that green EMA right there. That's where you're gonna enter a call, but right now it's pulling back. See, let's go
Okay.
ahead and wait. So we don't want to FOMO this. We are trading inside that. We're gonna be aggressive today. Nothing for SPY yet. Is SPY leaning towards bearish? Let's delete this. This is our pre-morning support, pre-morning resistance right on the gap right here. I just want to utilize this gap between the 50 and the 200 because I want to trade it. But it looks like we're going to come down for SPY, but wait first. I haven't got the full confirmation yet. Okay, not yet.
Miss Mary, the Tesla look like very strong.
We cannot go
Tesla does
different.
look good. Yeah. I was just looking at that, Eric. Tesla does look like it's taken off.
Well, we're gonna have AMD and look like it's taking off, so we don't want to
Yep.
switch.
Can't watch them all. I'll keep
Yep.
an eye on Tesla.
So I'll move this. Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a better one actually. You, go ahead and enter if you guys want. We have 380. We have 380 for that. You could wait for that candle to finish if you want. We have 378.41 as your one of the supports, resistance. But we have 380 for Tesla, okay? 380, but you have 378.47 as the first hurdle. AMD2 is your call. Take profit if you want for Tesla, but we have 380 as we don't want to be going to 380. We have 379.94. This is your take profit for Tesla. If you want to exceed that all the way to 379.92 or 380, that is your resistance, okay? Be careful with Tesla. We have 1 minute. I don't want to get caught with a whipsaw. AMD is still pretty good. AMD is still pretty good. All right. It's just moving slowly but surely. Tesla is a queen of whipsaw. We don't want to get caught with that whipsaw.
Especially in that first 5 minutes.
Yep. Tesla is bullish on the 5 and the 10 and the 15 minutes. We are just rejecting that 200 MA, so that's why that 370, that's actually one of the good take profit too. AMD is looking good. Tesla is confirming bullish, but we have a resistance here. This was your resistance. Market just opened, all right? We do have a resistance for AMD in 322. That's about $2. Was it get there? It wants to get there. But if you want to take profit at this level, we started from 216 to 17. That's, I don't know how much you guys are up already on that one. Nothing wrong with taking profit. The market just opened. But there's a higher chance it's going to get to that 322 all the way to that 324. AMD just filled the gap exactly at 310. Well, pre-market 309.52. Your Tesla is still bullish. This is still bullish. You could enter here if you want to. I want you to have a stop loss. Okay. It's still bullish. It's going to get exhausted. I do want to surpass this white line. This is a critical level of resistance. As for your last line in the sand is 376.87, but still bullish. All right. Take profit for AMD. That's your take profit, guys. You could scale your position or you want to exceed it. This is a good call for Tesla too. Tesla is pushing. I still looking right above here, but this is really your resistance. We want to break through this white line on Tesla. All right. For AMD, still getting there. Tesla's looking good. I feel like I'm in the auction.
Right?
Yeah. Do you guys traded with me on Friday with Josh? Oh my gosh, that was a adrenaline rush. I was like flipping. Like, oh goodness, this is like giving candies to children. So excited. That was fun though. But it's too fast for me. Josh is so fast for me. He's incredible. I was like, oh. Make sure you have a stop loss on that Tesla because we want to make sure we get out of right above this trend line here. AMD still bullish. To those people who did not take profit, your take profit lies on 324.72. And then I need you to get out. We could you could exceed that 324 to 326.97. Okay.
Boom.
Tesla's pulling
Yep.
back. It's possible. It's whipsawing us. See, we are not trading inside. We are trading inside the box for AMD. We're taking advantage of that because we don't want to be sitting down here waiting for the full confirmation to move up. Once we break through here, it's going to be more bullish. It's slightly resistance on the 327, so there's still more room to the upside, but I want you to take profit here or scale out, reduce positions. Tesla is fighting, okay? Tesla is fighting. I cannot tell the volume because the volume is always avoided when the market opens. So that's why people wait until it gets to 945. My resistance on this run lies on 382. It's so much, Mary. It's so big. I know. This is a first take profit after I break through this. This is a breaking candle, not a breakout candle. This is a good call, by the way. Good call. We're still looking at 380. That's a lot of money, guys. A lot of money.
Yep.
We are winning on both sides, so hopefully none of you guys are losing. Now we're actually not looking at SPY, but that's okay.
Take the winners.
Yeah. So full confirmation for AMD is two things. Once we establish a higher high on that green EMA, because we still want to get to this level all the way here. Is it on the table? If we finish with this candle, with a breaking candle, the next candle could be your second entry too, but that will be aggressive. All right. Why will be the aggressive, Mary? Because I want to close right above 320 right here, 324.82. All right. Your Tesla's looking good. It's more push. All right. It's going to push it higher, but I need you to take profit. If you're going to do day trading, you could exceed that resistance when we start entering right above here. You could start exiting on the 382. AMD, we don't want to get caught with AMD on a fake out as well. So either take profit here or wait for the 1 minute to finish and we'll go from there. Tesla is a queen of whipsaw. Pay attention to your Tesla. I'm going to move your SPY just real quick because it seems like SPY dropped ours. Oh, did not do anything. Okay. Nothing with SPY. So we do have a resistance on the 712 for SPY, okay? At least 712. We need to see a candle right above that 712, and then we could get out on that 713.42. Tesla is just, we have 31 seconds to finish. We just really want to break through this white line. By the way, we established a higher high. So this is a morning resistance. How do you do a stop loss? That is very subjective when we do a stop. Oh, hold on. Because you want to do a structural stop loss. That's a pulling back. Seems like Tesla is rejecting this white line. This white line is very important. This white line is important. We still don't have a set directions. Yes, it's exhausted. It's exhausted. I would like to see a bullish crossover on the VWAP and the 9 EMA. It's possible to backtest the VWAP. Same thing with the AMD. It's possible to backtest the VWAP and it goes up. We don't know. One red candle is just a possible short pullback. It's 940. I still cannot see volume yet. This is a high volume nodes. I don't want to use it. It's invalid because we're going to say, oh yeah, there's a high volume there, Mary. It's going to push higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's invalid. It could give us a fake up. That's why we avoided those 3 volumes. Let's take a look at...
I'll keep an eye on SPY.
SPY nothing, right?
Nope. Trading in range.
This is actually a good entry for SPY. This is going to be aggressive as were 2 things that we could do here. One, you're going to have a stop loss if this finished below 712. Okay. But if it continued to go higher, we have 713 here. Well, if we're going to be generous here, if you want a 50 cents, we could get to 712.55. That will be your very quick scalp. That's your call. Or 712. I'll go ahead and put it here because we're watching so many stocks today. Now I think,
Right.
Yeah, no bueno.
Yeah.
But
There goes SPY. SPY's breaking at 712.
and then your second one is your 713.26. Okay. AMD is still looking good. I do like this candle right above that. That's still bullish for AMD. 2 things. You could either add a position here, but I need to establish a higher high. We're looking around 327. That's a lot. That is a cha-ching for you guys. I wish. Let me see if I could be able to trade too. SPY's looking good, guys. Okay, take profit on SPY if you want to. You could take profit here, or you could add position if you want to. That it really hit our resistance. It's bullish. It's looking good. It did not give us a put. So that we got 713.26 if you want to hold the positions for SPY. AMD is still looking good. This is a good entry to add more positions. You could get out at 327. I know it's a lot. You guys are making money. Incredible. As for SPY, those trend lines, we're gonna have to be gentle on our we're going up. Take profit if you want. Take profit if you want. That is a big move. Big move already. That's $1.80. Take profit here for SPY. That 712.87 is one of my resistance. You could get out of here, or you could wait for that candle to finish, because we are going to 713.27 to 713.42. AMD is still looking good. What's going on with our Tesla? So pay attention to your SPY. Okay, you guys know where to take profit. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at your Tesla. Honestly, there's still no change of structures on Tesla. There's still none. Okay, it's just really a deep pullback after a rally because it's exhausted. All right, but let's go ahead and move back to SPY.
There's a little pullback, but
you guys did not take profit. If you did not,
I don't argue when Mary says take profit, guys. I just run that stop loss right up to where she says take profit.
That was easy instructions. Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry for my YouTube. That my screen is like so. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, congratulations to us. We have 3,000 subscribers. So guess what? We are trading on Friday. So we're trading Friday for you guys for the morning huddle. So that's going to be
I'll be here.
You're gonna be here, Tom? Oh no, you're gonna be on vacation.
Yeah, I'm taking some vacation.
Vacation. Yep. All right, let me give you guys a full confirmation when you entering this trade. Guess what? It's not here. It's not here. So those people who wants a full confirmation, we need to be above that 713.60. All right, that is a full confirmation to go up. It's still aggressive because we are trading inside the box, right? Inside the box. This, let me see your 15 minutes. All right, this just could be a back testing that 200 MAs, and let's see. I'm still looking at that 713.23. You're gonna have to have a stop loss if it drops below 712. Okay, we don't want to drop below 712 because if it gets to 712, we have 711.78. I know it's still bullish. Once we see that 30 minutes of bullish crossover, we could see it. We're still hoping that 714 as the top resistance because we want to trade the gap. That 714.86 to 716, that's about $1.40. Okay, so it's here. Let me just show it to my YouTube channels right here. This is where we're aiming for. It's not guaranteed, but guess what? It's possibility. Okay, and everything is just a possibility. Retesting the 50 MAs or the highest high on the previous candle is normal, and one red candle is okay. Now it is now 9:46. This is our first volume nodes. AMT is just slowing down. We have a shrinking candle, one red candle, momentum is slowing down, but let's go ahead and take a look at the 10 minutes. All right, the 10 minutes, we still need to surpass this current level. Is it still bullish, Mary? Yes, it's still bullish. Okay, it's just a hurdle. What is the possibility of this going against our favor? Back test the previous high on the pre-morning market, which is about 318.16. And you don't want to do that because currently right now is 322, 323. And that is a big chunk of money. Okay, so if you are in a profit, you could either take profit right now because you don't want to do the fluctuations, or wait for this candle to finish because it wants to go high. As for SPY, there's still no change over structures. It's still bullish. We're still aiming for that 327 for AMD. It could vacillate from here. If we're trying to be conservative, we don't want to drop this on 320, at least 322. All right, so you don't want to drop below 322. SPY is still okay. We just have a lot of EMAs along the way, but that volume is a-okay too. Full confirmation lies right above that 713.61. We have to go through these hurdles, and these are my resistance. That's 712.87 to 713.56, and that is going to be a hurdle. And we're gonna see. I want to see volume on that on those level too. On the 15 minutes, as long as you respect that 712, we are a-okay. We are a-okay. One red candle on AMD for a possible short pullback is a-okay too. So let me see some comments. Sorry guys, I did not get to read your comments yet. Awesome, made money on AMD. Great. Patricia, I think.
Awesome.
Congrats, Miss Mary. Congratulations to you guys, not to me. You guys made money. Good job, Tom. Awesome. Incredible. How's everybody doing? Adam, are you okay, Adam? Hear anything? Raise?
I know.
Oh, guess who's here? Flavio. Hello, Flavio.
Flavio's here? Oh my goodness. How are you, buddy? I forgot to mute everybody, Mary. Hold on, because they've been so good this morning.
Well, you know what? You don't have to. Look at that. Incredible. I'm so proud of you guys.
You guys are so good this morning. Hey, I'm gonna throw a stock up there, Mary, just for fun.
Go.
Look at KO.
You want me to
Look at Coca-Cola run this morning.
You want to share your screen or?
Sure.
Okay. Be careful with SPY. This is glitching right now on me. So. Hold on.
Let me find Zoom here for a second. There we go. Share. This is one of my long-term dividend stocks, and I just happened to watch it this morning. And Coca-Cola had earnings today and crushed it. Look at that gap.
I can't see it, Tom.
You can't see?
No.
Did you switch over to my screen? I'm sharing. Can you guys see my
Yes,
screen?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Look at that. Boom. Coca-Cola had huge earnings today.
They did well.
Yeah.
Look at that gap.
I started investing in Coca-Cola back down here in the low 70s a few months ago because I liked where it was going. I was tracking this falling wedge.
Yeah,
So
Coca-Cola moves slow, but that's incredible.
it does. That's a great. That's what I'm saying. It's just that's a crazy move for an
That's a
old
value
company.
stocks though, guys, okay? Go ahead, Tom.
It is, and this is what I was pointing out, right? This is what I teach a lot of is finding these value stocks when they're down, picking them up. They pay dividends, right? You get enough, you sell cover calls on them at the same time. I mean, these are great stocks. Don't sleep on these kind of stocks, guys, when we're chasing all these high flyers, right? This is how you build long-term wealth. Just finding stocks like this and just holding them forever and letting dividends pay. I know this is like a Warren Buffett stock too. So yeah, I just want to share that. I mean, it blew my mind when I saw it this morning pop.
Oh, that's right. It's simple language. There you go. Thank you, DB, sharing. I said simple English. Well, I do, but she said the grok reads it to me simple English. So it's simple
What's
language. There you go.
XE?
For the Bible
Meals
verse.
XE. What's XE meals?
Good job. Congratulations, Tom, on your KO.
I know. I'm so happy. You like to see when those old stocks just do a little pop once in a while.
Hmm.
I mean, we're talking about Walmart, right? Walmart's a slow grinder. You talk about slow grinding. Coca-Cola is definitely a slow grinder.
We can't see y'all charts anymore.
Tom, they can
What's
see
X?
it. Right? Yeah.
Oh, I stopped sharing. I
Okay.
let you go back. Yep. And then go to KO, right? Yeah, thanks, Tom.
It's pulling back, okay? Pulling back, but honestly, AMD is still bullish. It's pulling back, and a pullback could happen to that. Just like I said, that 318, 319, guys, okay? 318, 319. There's a reason why there is a hurdle there. That you got your 50. 50 is a pretty strong resistance, but one red candle is okay. It could pull back from here, back test the VWAP. Every time we had a breakout on the VWAP, it wants to back test. That 318 is on the table. You know, can you get a short here? You're going against the trend. But if you're fast, I still don't suggest it. If you're fast, I don't suggest it, but it could get to 318 through 19. All right. So that's your call. I could help you through it, but please, to those people who are not fast enough to go through put for AMD, please don't follow. I do have some rebels in here. I mean, those are my rebel people. They are aggressive trader. They are not, doesn't mean that they're going against the trend. They're just doing it as momentum. All right, because they're good at it.
Where's Eddie? Yeah, where's Eddie? Eddie is the king of the rebels. Where
Yep.
is he?
Eddie and JJJJ.
Yep, JJJJ. Yep.
JJJJJJ. Hey, Mr. Tom Cozy. Good job. And Eddie Cox, Eddie Chen. How's my Eddies? I have so many Eddies. My husband doesn't know I have so many Eddies. Oh yeah, I'm going to Vietnam to run a trail. Wish me luck in September. So I'm going to Vietnam to run and eat good
I'm
food.
going to I'm going to Hampton, Church in the Hamptons in September, right? A day?
Oh, that's
Mike Mullins,
nice.
if you're out there, we're gonna go to that Iron Sharpens Iron conference.
When is it?
That's in September.
Yeah.
20th to the 22nd, something like that.
For my rebels on that put for AMD, please be careful because it can just pull back from here and reverses. You do have a local support in 320.89, by the way, for AMD. but a deep pullback could definitely happen on that 318, 319. All right, let me go ahead and move to SPY. SPY is going, it's not a put yet for SPY, okay? But this is too aggressive for a put. It's going to be fast. I don't want to get caught here, okay? You don't want to get caught for a put here. We do have a 71077 to those people who want to take it, but please wait. Wait for a full confirmation to enter for a put. As for my rebels of my AMD, you need to make sure you take profit soon enough because AMD is still bullish. SPY, I do need to see what's going on SPY. Actually, SPY is looking good for a put early on the 5 minutes. 10 minutes doesn't give you a full confirmation, but we just really need to be cautious here. It's not fully confirmed. Hold on. But you know, SPY, this is an early signal for SPY put, okay? It's showing us bearish on the 5 minutes, like really what I'm seeing from SPY. It's like giving us a hint that we may be going bearish. Yeah, not fully confirmed, but it's giving us a hint that it might be bearish from here for SPY. So those people who are rebels for my SPY put, you still have that 310.76. When is our an entry for a put for more like conservative, aggressive in a way? I do want to be 710.70 to establish a lower low, and I want to see volume, but my volume is picking up, so it's okay. But I do need to see a lower low, and then we could write this down to the downside on that 709.88. Okay.
Tesla pullback.
We'll take a look at
Tesla
that.
pullback.
Yeah. For the AMD rebels, we got 320.12 there. See if it reverses. We don't want to be so see, we don't want to overstay our welcome because AMD is showing bullish and SPY is showing bearish right now. Let's see if it gives
Dennis,
us a
can you
full
mute,
confirmation.
Oh, Denise, is it Denise? Yeah, Denise Pena. There we go.
Yep, there comes the AMD. See, that's why we don't want to stay too long on the put for AMD because it's bullish. It's bullish. As for SPY, SPY is more looking bearish, but it doesn't give us a full confirmation, giving us a hint that SPY could be bearish though. Here comes
Tesla pulled back, but it's still bullish to me.
Let me see. Somebody stuck on Tesla?
Yeah.
Tesla, honestly, no change of a structure for Tesla.
No, it's forming a little pennant there, right?
Yeah, we do have a pennant on Tesla. It's still rejecting the VWAP. Remember, we break out of VWAP. It always wants to back test it. This is the second test of the VWAP though. But this is a rejection. It's still bullish, guys, for Tesla. All right, so we cannot go for a put on Tesla because it's still bullish. Bullish. What I do like this 15 minutes is we're just really rejecting the 200 MAs, but we have 1 minute to finish that candle and it's looking good. As for AMD, this could be a possible pullback and could be a possible reversal. All right, this is really an aggressive entry, but establishing a higher high will be good to get to that 327 to 330, 329. This is still an aggressive entry because you're only using one candle. All right. More confirm is like when we establish a higher high on that 325.82. As for Tesla, Tesla is giving us a good run. It looks like it's going to give us a good run. No change over structures yet. There's no breakout of the pennant. Okay. We still continue to establish a lower high, higher low, higher low. This is an aggressive entry for AMD after a pullback. This could be just a short pullback for AMD, by the way. Yeah, 329, wherever I go, 327, 329 is really your take profit for AMD. It's still aggressive. Why is that, Mary? Because if we're using the rules for 2 red candles as a short pullback, it's normal. But we don't normally enter on 1 green candle. We enter in 2 things. We need to establish a higher high. Second, a confirm that this is not a fake out. Okay. Tesla seems like we're under consolidations. There's no breakout, but testing half of the candle could be just saying, hey, you established a higher high after the previous candle. I think I'm ready to move higher. We do have a nice volume though, by the way, but this is not a breakout candle. So your Tesla is still bullish. Don't go against the trend. Your AMD, it's just slightly, it's not bearish, it's still bullish, okay? Just like Tesla. Tesla is giving us a hint that, hey, we have volume, I'm going up. Okay, we're going up, up, up. Whatever that is. Oh, SPY. SPY is showing bearish, by the way, but not fully confirmed on the 10 and the 15. Mary, why you keep saying that? Here comes your Tesla. Establish a higher high, gonna go up all the way to 380. This is a nice candle right above this white line, and this is actually, if we're going to ignore this bunch of wicks, this is the first candle that breaks out. And just give me volumes of high volume nodes, confirm the breakout, then that's good. Right now, just go ahead and push this volume. This is a breakout candle for Tesla. All right, that's a breakout candle for Tesla.
Who was asking? Who's yelling at me on that? Somebody's yelling in caps on the. Oh, Norton. There you go, Norton. Told you. Told you it's still bullish, Norton.
It's still bullish. Yep, here comes your entry. Entry for Tesla. We're gonna go up, 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 up. We're going up. Push it. He wants to go up, but remember, Tesla could give us a fake out too.
Yeah, I actually grabbed TSL while we were talking.
Nice.
Because you know me and Tesla itself, I don't mind trading an 11 or GTF, but Tesla itself just gives me too much whiplash and heartburn.
Yeah, Tesla established a higher high. This is a candle that's showing breakout. Volume is picking up. Let's go ahead and see what's going to happen. But remember, Tesla is really good at whipping. See that whip, 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 whip. So what do? We take profit when there's a strength. It's still bullish. See, why is it aggressive? It's because just one green candle doesn't mean it's a confirmation, right? But it's giving us a possible short pullback saying, hey, we're rejecting the 9 EMA. Hey, be careful with your Tesla. Your Tesla. Nice candle. This is really your resistance for Tesla. Once you break out, this easy breakout candle could get to 382. Nothing is guaranteed. We have 1 minute to finish this candle. See, AMD is still bullish. AMD is still bullish, okay? Tesla is still bullish. It's gonna get exhausted. I need you to take profit soon. If this turns green, that'll be good. Establishing a higher high would give us a more confirmation because we're still looking at that 327, 329. AMD is still bullish, guys. AMD is expensive. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Tesla push.
Good job.
Here we stay high right there at 380.81. So let's see if it breaks that. If it can break that, then it's got, oh man, it could move up to 382.74. That's the next move. If it breaks previous day high.
We are under consolidation for AMD, but still showing bullish. Okay. Pay attention to your SPY. Let me go take a look at SPY. Or SPY. SPY giving us a put on the 5 minutes is showing us bearish. But that 10 minutes will just not give me a bearish crossover to confirm it. Remember, it's just giving us a hint that it could be bearish. It's under consolidations. You know, honestly, lately SPY hasn't giving me a nice trend. I always have to see a consolidations on SPY before it runs. So that's why I move with the SPY. Go change it to something else that will give us a better trade. Yeah, honestly, it's still bearish, but we could just be consolidating from here. And the problem with this, if you enter a put here, it could go up and down because of this whipsaw. Okay. If this gives us a bullish crossover, the 10 and the 15 minutes did not give you a full confirmation for a put. As for AMD, AMD is still bullish. We are now under consolidations. As you can see, we have red, red, green, red, green. So what does that mean? Consolidation. So what is the best part? To enter right above. What do we say? Confirmed trade is at 325. Aggressive trade is this candle. This is an aggressive entry to those people who only use one green candle after a pullback, which is not highly suggested, is not recommended. Full confirm to the upside here. We could vacillate from 324 to 321. That's a $3 from here. No breakout yet. You're still bullish. We didn't say it's bearish. It's still bullish, okay?
Hey,
SPY.
Tesla is breaking above previous day high.
Let's go ahead and do Tesla. Ooh, Tesla. Oh, take profit. You could take profit from here when we enter this trade. But really, your resistance lies on 382.82. That's still your resistance. This is a breakout candle that we said. Okay, establish a higher high. Candles right above the trend line.
And then 386 is next, Mary. So if it breaks 382.82, it's still got a $4 move.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it's still bullish, but I don't trust Tesla.
No.
Soon you're gonna, guys, this is 382. If you want, you could move it all the way to 382.70. What is that? 81. This is with the strength. I don't want it to get pulled back. This is a nice breakout candle. We explained this to us. This is a nice breakout candle because right above the trend line that we want to surpass it. So this was a good entry for us. We said it's still bullish. Even Tom confirmed we are still bullish, all right? We could take profit here if you want to, or wait. This level and this level are considered to be part of the take profit level. This two color, all right?
And RSI is still only at 62 right now on the 1 hour.
Yeah, it's still bullish on the 1 hour, but it's exhausted on the shorter time frame. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 80. It's 80 plus.
Yeah, but it's still. You're right, Tom. You're right. But the 5 minutes doesn't show bearish divergence though. It's still an upward move, but we don't want to get caught and then did not take profit. And then we ended up going back. Guess what? 378 is going to be a pullback. Okay. To those people who doesn't want to enter aggressively, I always tell you guys a confirmed trade. So you could do that instead. All right. So if you want to make sure that your stop loss is not triggered, wait for a more confirmation entry. And I do tell you guys what is the confirmation entry to move up. I always share my aggressive traders because I do have some aggressive traders here. All right. So it's those people who doesn't have experience with options or with scalping, always wait for a more confirmation entry. This is looking good. Go ahead.
I was just saying, come on, Tesla, push.
This was our entry, breakout candle. And this is our take profit, 382. We got to 382.23. This is your take profit. This is number one. I'm going to have to move it higher. AMD is still looking good. If we're going to use this trend line, this was your not even a pre-morning resistance. Your pre-morning resistance still lies where? All the way here. This is just a short pullback. It's looking good. What you know what I don't like about this?
Parking stuff, yeah.
I don't like about that is a volume, but still good. We're still good, okay? We did not say anything that there was a break over structures on AMD. You guys continue to hear me and Tom say he's still bullish. Tesla is still bullish. Nothing wrong taking profit there. Is it Mary's going to get there? On the 10 and the 15 minutes, it's still bullish. Yeah, you really need to take profit on that top, the 382. You really need to take profit there because now we're going to have to see if this is going to be rejected. As for AMD, even if it pulls back half of the candle, it's still a valid pullback. Even if it drops below here, it's still valid pullback. It's still bullish. What I need to see is a breakout of this 325 so I could get to 327 to 329. Tesla, please make sure you take profit at 382 because there's going to have a price action here. There's going to have a reactions on this level. Okay, I do want, this is a nice volume. This is back up by volume. So it's bullish. It's still bullish. All right. But guaranteed profit is right in front of us now. Okay. But this is going to have price action on the current level to here. Why is that, Mary? We have a 200 MAs on the 30 minutes. On the 30 minutes. So we really need to see a candle break out of this level so we could see a move to the upside on that 385 to, I think Tom said 387 is his next resistance, or 386. So
380. Yeah. What was I gotta go back to that. Yeah, I said. Yeah, 386. Yeah, almost 386 on the nose. 386.05.
yeah, 385, 87. Yeah, close enough, Tom. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I took profit on my TSLL. I hit that top.
Yeah, this is going to be a critical level. AMD is looking good. Establish higher high. That's your cue. That's your cue. That is your cue. You get up to 327. Nothing for SPY yet. Nothing for SPY. We still, remember, more confirmed for us lies on the 713. Okay. We still want to be right above the white line. This is just a bunch of EMAs that we cannot confirm a trade. AMD.
Right?
Yep.
There's that 200 right there, though. 326.50 on the 5.
$326.
If it breaks that, it could run for a bit.
Well, this is really our take profit there. It wants to get there, and it wants to get to 329, 327, and 329.
Yep.
Nothing for SPY. I think we gotta have to give up on SPY for now. As for Tesla, hope you guys take profit. We have a tweezer top here. This is a critical level. Why is that? We have that 200 MAs. Remember, there's always a price actions every time we get to that red EMA. All right, so that's going to be critical. Going to be critical. AMD is moving slowly. I do like the volume better than the previous two volume nodes. Looks like we're tapping out on that one, but it's still bullish for AMD, okay? So first candle to break out of that 50 MA, so that's good. We have a compression on the volume. Our candle too. Candle is shrinking.
That's not, yeah, it's not a bad candle. We'll pull back. Like I said, it literally, that 5 minute to 200 was right there where it just topped out.
Yeah. We have 19 seconds to finish that candle. But volume is pretty good. It's not a horrible volume.
I'd like to see it finish above 325.66 and then continue next candle move up.
Let's see how it goes.
There you go.
Make sure you have a stop loss on AMD when you enter that, but still bullish. Okay, it's just a little bit of exhausted, not a really exhausted. I just don't want to get a pullback. We had consolidation here. We have a breakout from this candle. So let me see, why is it pulling back? It's still pretty nice. The candle's right above the 50 MAs. You have 3 minutes to finish that candle. So AMD is still bullish. It still wants to get to 327 regardless. It still wants to get to 327. Okay, that was just an EMAs there. 326. So break through that. It still wants to get to, yeah, wherever go, 327, 329 is still the resistance. 43 minutes to play with your emotion with this one. This is still a small candle compared to this big candle. So there's still more room to the upside for AMD. It's still more room to the upside for AMD. Now, Tesla is just vacillating because of that 200 MAs. Remember, we talk about this for Tesla. We need to take profit right above that because why? There's 200 MAs in there. SPY is nothing yet. SPY is just vacillating, guys. It's really no trade for SPY. So, you know, when there's no trade on SPY, you should stay away from SPY. Be prepared for your take profit level, guys. Okay, 327. If you want a pinching pennies, it's right there. I might owe you guys a couple cents, but it still wants to get to my level.
Miss Mary, what do you think about NVIDIA?
I could check NVIDIA in the future. Take profit on AMD, please. 327 is our resistance, okay? Take profit. If you want to push it higher, which to those people who are afraid to hold it, you got 329. But there's nothing wrong taking profit here. You are on the resistance. SPY is nothing. SPY is nothing. NVIDIA. We do have a resistance on NVIDIA in the 313. Let's see. Volume is compressing. Wherever I go, 313.78 is really a resistance. 313.79. I mean, sorry, 213. Break through that, we got 314.64 to 215.87 to 217. So you got 314, 315, 317.
Here I am yelling at you on mute.
Huh?
I was talking on mute the whole time. Yeah, I was just looking at NVIDIA. I just drew a quick trend line on the 1 hour. I mean, it broke out above the trend line on the 1 hour. Yeah, I see 214.20. Previous day highs all the way up 216.83. On the 1 hour though, it's sitting right on all your EMAs right now, the 20, the 9.
Yeah, you got 314, 315, and 317. And then break
Two.
through the 2. I'm sorry, 2. Sorry, you're right. Sorry,
Yep.
2.
No, I just don't
214.
want anybody to get confused.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I do get that a lot. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Can you speak American?
214, 63 to 215. You could exceed that 215.63 to 215.93, and then you have, this is an easy resistance to get to 217.26. Then you have a mini gap to the upside and that 218.38. That's $1.20. So that could be a
Jonathan,
trade.
Jonathan Pinero, $1,500 today. Nice job.
Good job. We may be late in the party for NVIDIA, but let's see. Last Friday when we were with Josh at 11 o'clock, about 10:30, 10:50, that's the only way I started trading. Let's see. This is not a massive candle to start off.
Looks like Tesla's bouncing off the VWAP.
Let's see.
Yes. What time frame, Ray? Oh, 15-minute, yeah. Yep.
I don't trust Tesla's move right now to the upside. Let's see where it's going.
It's
Give me
also
a
on a rising
volume.
wedge on a 15.
I do want to move. Let me go ahead and change this now. So we do need to have a higher high on that and close above that candle, because remember that level is your 200 on the 30 minutes. So you need to finish. You have 8 minutes to finish this candle, and then if we enter right above that, then that's when we could start going up. Right now, this 200 is serving as a strong resistance. So pretty strong. So I don't want to get caught with a
and
call.
I don't want you to keep flipping back and forth, but AMD is really trying to break that
AMD?
326. Yeah, it's trying to push, but I don't know if it's tiring out. I mean, RSI is at 70.
Well, you guys know where you take profit, right? I told you guys it could still get to that 329, but you know what I don't like about these candles now is what? They're a bunch of small
Volume stuff.
candles. Yeah, we have a
Yep, and
shrinking.
volume starting to drop on a shorter time frame. Volume's dipping.
So a
Yeah,
shrinking
yeah,
candle with whatever candle this finished, and let's see from there. See, that's why I don't trust Tesla to go for a call.
yep, yep. Look at that. Shrinking candles came up twice this week for you. We talked about it Sunday. Shrinking candles are a key.
Yep. It shows momentum strength.
Yep.
See Ray, so that's why we couldn't get a call, because our that 30 minutes is giving us that. So you could back test to that 377, 378 as a possible support. That's what we were discussing earlier. Because if we did not take profit right above that, it could back test where on that 377, 378. And that's exactly what it's doing. But guess what? If we close below 378.59, and it closed below that 377.58, then we could definitely come down. 376, 374, back to 372. So I see we could be able to short Tesla, but I'm not going to short it yet, because it could just be a possible short pullback. We don't know. Your 10 minutes and the 15 minutes is still showing bullish. Okay. If we take a look at this 15 minutes, this is just a one red candle. Could just be a short pullback. And if we measure that retracement until it finish, the deep pullback still lies on that 376. Let's see. So we cannot go against the trend. Did you guys take profit on AMD? This is too aggressive for a put for Tesla, okay? You have 38 seconds to finish this. 38 seconds. That 377, if we cannot respect that 377, then we're going to get to that 375. 375.80 or 376. So that's $2 to the downside if you guys want to ride that. Is it confirmed? No, it's really aggressive. So what are you going to do with that is you trade it candle by candle. So you have to wait for this candle to finish to confirm the put, because it's really not a put yet for Tesla. It is now 10:24. Come on, what's going on to my screen? Thing's frozen. Uh-oh. This is a too aggressive put, okay, for Tesla. Too aggressive. It's only 5 minutes is giving us a bearish move. Only 5 minutes. All right. So, and then you get to get out on that 376.02 all the way to that 375.57. Okay, it's showing bearish, but your 10 minutes still not giving me a full confirmation. Okay, so that is too aggressive. Aggressive for my aggressive traders. This is really aggressive. Okay, for a put for Tesla. For a more confirmed trade to the downside, I'll tell you guys, it has to be, I know, right? Maybe we could start on the 374.84, but this is still aggressive for my put. These are the people who are like Eddie or JJJ or Ray's Mania. So those are the thing that goes down to the downside real quick. All right, so the 10 minutes, if it closed below with a breaking candle, because it could reject and respected your VWAP. See, that's your aggressive trader. Don't want to get caught on the pullback. Now this is going to be a respectable support. It's going to be hard to break because you have your 50 and the 200s here. It's going to be a respectable support on this level. Just really for aggressive traders who just once they are in profit, they could get out because there's no confirmed trade yet. AMD, let's see where's AMD is going. To those people who did not take profit because they wanted to get to 329, it's okay to have a short pullback. 10 minutes, this could be your first red candle after a rally. So what's going on with AMD? It could pull back to that 321. If we cannot hold right above that 323, then we could see 321. But if we respect and close above on the 10 minutes and the 323, then we should be okay. All right. It's currently 10:28. So we do have 30 more minutes. Oh, hold on. This is, I'm talking about the AMD here, okay? This has to be a respectable support and it has to reject from here for AMD to continue to go higher. We have 329 on AMD. Now pay attention to your Tesla. Let me go take a look at SPY. Look at that. SPY no trade again. You're still with no trade with SPY. SPY is bearish, but we're just under consolidation. It's just nothing is giving us a good trade for SPY. Nothing. It's pretty weak. No volume too. No volume. All indicators are showing bearish, by the way. Even the candles itself were dropped below 200. But yes, it's bearish, but there's no trend. And that's the worst part because you cannot trade something with no trend if we just continue to vacillate. When vacillate means when you consolidate, you are in range. This is in range. From here to here, it's in range. Okay. Nothing with Tesla, nothing with that. Let's see AMD. AMD did not break a resistance. Actually, a pullback. This could be a short pullback too. But I don't want to enter this. There's no volume. There's no more volume on NVIDIA. Seems like everything is pulling back.
Yeah.
Remember Netflix, my buy signal for Netflix for long-term hold is at $90 to 93, okay? What is Netflix now? If it drops below that, it's going to be to 89, 87. It's still that 90 is a pivotal point for Netflix. It's a respectable support. It's been respecting since earnings. Tesla, this is the first candle that breaks out of the VWAP. We had a breaking candle, not a breakout candle. This turns out to be green. Tesla wants to come down. Let's see. Actually, 10 and 15 minutes is still bullish for Tesla. But it's just really such a strong resistance once we get to that 382. We have an indecision candle with a possible tweezer top. Actually, this is not a tweezer top. Tweezer top is supposed to be on the top right here. This is a perfect tweezer top. This is just rejecting your VWAP. Indecision candle. If it closed below the body of that tweezer doji, or we could say doji. Some people might argue to me that's a dragonfly. Some people might argue with me it's a dragonfly doji. If it turns red, occupied the whole body of the dragonfly, and then we could say that's a confirming trade to continue to the downside. But look at your lower low. It's higher than the previous one. You see, lower, higher low, higher low, higher low. Is there any break of a structure? Not really yet. Not yet. The indicator is telling us bearish though. Bearish. Nvidia is okay to backtest all the way here too. It's still okay. Tesla just needs to breathe. 15 minutes is giving us a bearish crossover, but it's going to be hard for Tesla to continue with the put because we have a from 376.98 to 375 is a range of our support with a bunch of EMAs in there. Okay. Pullback is not a good experience for most of us because when we miss our take profit and pullback, that's when all the regrets happens on the pullback. Okay.
Yeah. That I wish I shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I always teach you guys that it's okay sometimes to take profit on the strength or stick to our plan to the resistance, but some of us do want to maximize our profit, and it could happen, right? It could happen. I don't know what the candle is going to do. I could only show you it could happen in both ways. For AMD is still bullish. This could be a possible short pullback. 2 candles on the 10 minutes is a bit nerve-wracking, and 3 candles is okay. It's still nerve-wracking. We are just respecting the support. We are still on the support. All right. So what do we do here? I don't know if this is going to be a breakout candle. Since we already dropped below the 9 EMA, we still could get to that 320. And then that will be the neckline. Okay, your VWAP is going to be your neckline of the double top or the M pattern. This is the candle. If we finish with this candle not touching the VWAP, and this is a rejections from the VWAP, so we really need, Tesla still wants to get to that 376, always 375. It's on the table for Tesla. Okay, so once you establish a lower low, it could get there. Yep. So this back test on the VWAP, and let's see what will happen. If it dropped below VWAP, then AMD now is going to go back and pull back and back test at 315. That's a $10 $5 move. 315 to this, what is that, 312. If it dropped that VWAP, if we're going to decipher that 320, we got 318. That's $2. This is your Tesla put here, by the way, but this is aggressive. Don't trade it, if not unless you are an aggressive trader. It's still bearish from these two candles here. All right, but this could reverse from us here. Yep, wherever I go, Tesla still wants to get to the 375.06 or 05. It's still in the 375. You get 376, then you got 375. All the way to the body of the candle. So let's see where this is coming from. It could still, yeah. It wants to go and back test half of that candle and the 50. Let's see where this EMA is coming from. I mean, where this candle is coming. Now this is a critical level of support for AMD, touching the VWAP. Drop below that. We have 2 minutes to finish that candle. It's going to come down and back test 318. So that's a $2 move. Pretty fast. That's going to be fast. Let's take a look at this. This is pretty much your take profit for those aggressive trader. Or you could push it lower all the way to that 375. So this, when those people who are an aggressive trader, this was your take profit already. But it still wants to get to the 375, by the way. AMD, we could get a put here real fast, but it's going to be aggressive. This is going to be aggressive because it's dropping with no volume. Okay, we got that 318.17 to take profit real quick. That's going to be a quick one. As for Tesla, you should be out of your Tesla put already. That 375 is our last line of defense. 375. Okay, so that was your last line of defense. You're gonna have to see 1 minute to finish that candle. Once drop below that 1 minute. Oh, look at that! It's giving you guys more trade to the downside. That 318 is your take profit. You got 1 minute. You got $1 to take it. Okay, take it, and then you could push it slightly under 317. But you're gonna have to take profit here to those people who enter that trade. Now, see, you gotta take profit on this, on the Tesla here. 56 seconds to finish, and then we're gonna see the lowest it could go from Tesla is 372 to 372. 372.59 to 372.10. That's the lowest it could go. But wait for this to finish this candle. 38 seconds to finish that. We're getting rid of all the EMAs here. Hold on, computer is freezing. $318 on your AMD, you should be able to take profit on that too. We don't want to wait too long here. But trend over structures, establish lower low, neckline, you could still push it to 315. One second to finish this. Let's see, we're going to continue with the put for Tesla. It looks like it wants to. Let's see. You're done with your put on Tesla, okay? Remember that. Remember that. I told you, just you're done. We want to see a candle break out of that. You take profit on AMD. This is your take profit on AMD, like literally take profit. We don't want to overstay our welcome. If we have a candle, if we establish a candle that breaking through that 50 MAs, then we could get to the 315.56. That's $2 to $3. All right. Does it want to come down there? Let's see. I don't know why my computer is freezing. I'm sorry, guys. Ay, ay, ay.
Mary, I'm gonna have to drop in a couple minutes. I gotta get ready for a work call.
Me too. I gotta go. You guys have multiple trades already. Hope you guys take profit on that AMD put. Because AMD put is still not fully confirmed, okay? We're just trying to decipher it layer by layer. That $2, $3 was a good put for us. Tesla was just being pinned down. We're just really being pinned down from that 50 MAs. AMD could reverse from here. We don't know. We don't know. Good job, Jonathan. Paul said, see profit, take profit. Don't do the suck it up, buttercup. That's fine, Paul. I understand.
Slowly down. Again. Up.
Poor stamina and short performance time aren't your fault. You've just been training.
Pay attention to your Tesla. Yeah, we missed it.
Mary, I gotta drop. I got somebody pinging me I gotta get on a work call real
No
quick.
worries. Bye, Tom. Thank you,
I will
Tom.
talk to you guys this afternoon. Great morning.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Can you look at SPY real quick, Miss Mary?
Yeah. What do you have?
I'm in a call because I thought I saw a double bottom.
You do have a double bottom there. Too early for a call though, but you could get this out and You have 40 cents to get it higher. Too early for me for a call. You do have a double bottom and a tweezer bottom, which is a nice rejection candle, but entering on the one green candle is a little bit too aggressive. So if this turns green, you're still more confirmed to the upsides lies on that 7-11. Remember, the 7-11 was a good support for SPY. This was vacillations before. That's why when I take a look at earlier when it drops, that's why I moved to Apple, because there's no trade for me for that one. But tweezer bottom and a double bottom is one of a great reversal. Tweezer bottom is about 90% probability success of rejections to the upside, and double bottoms about 86%. So that could be a probability for you. Then once we have a double bottom, tweezer bottom too, and then you have the take profit. If it goes up all the way to 712, then that's what it is. But more confirmed is more on that 711. And then you could get out in 712.47 all the way to 712.92. If it breaks out and break above 713, then we could see SPY could get to 714.83. Then we have that gap to the upside on that 716, 717. So as of right now, I'll wait for this candle to finish and see what it's going to do for a possible, it could be a possible continuation here or a reversal. Let's just hold your horses. It's 11 o'clock. We don't have volume to confirm the trade to the upside. Your RSI is not giving us a full confirmation to go up. AMD is still now stagnant. That's why we take profit on this level that I gave you guys right here, because that 50 MAs is going to be a respectable support, and that's what it did to us. And at this time, there's really no volume anymore. There's no volume for AMD. There's no entry for SPY for a call or a put, but we do have that bearish bias. Actually, we have a mixed bias, but leaning towards more bearish. But if it rejected from here, then that's good. Let's see what's this candle giving us. If this is a higher low, then we ended up having a green. It may vacillate from here to here again. But we do have a possible W bottom right here, W. Then I do a double bottom. So let's see, we have mix. 'For a put, 317, if there's a candle that breaks below that 317.69, if there's a candle that breaks through there, you could get at least $1.50 for a put for 315.49. Then you got 312 to 309. Okay, so it's easy draw from 312 to 309. That's an easy drop. So let's see what this is gonna do to us. We just broke a neckline, back testing the neckline. That's what it's doing. So we could actually continue to the downside. But let's see. This 50 MAs is a pretty strong support. See if it breaks down that. You got 45 seconds to finish that on the 10 minutes. But on the 10 minutes, it's showing us bearish, like the candle that break out on that VWAP. So it's really on the table on that 316 right now. $316 to $314, $315, 47, 49, sorry. $13 seconds to finish that candle. That's your take profit right there. So it's going to turn green, back testing the 200 before it drops. That's your put for AMD, okay? Make sure you have a stop loss. I don't want it to reverse and backtest the 50 MAs, but it really wants to backtest at 315.62. Make sure you take profit on AMD because it's currently 11 o'clock and there's no volume. All right, I'm gonna leave soon, and this is our resistance. We have 316 on the larger time frame, but it wants to come down. Here comes your put for your SPY. You have a put on SPY. You got 708.44 as your take profit on your SPY. Take profit on your AMD if needed because you don't want to pull back here, but it's still bearish, by the way. It's still bearish. I'm going to leave soon, so I'm not going to be able to watch these trades with you guys. Drop below that, you got that 312 for AMD. The SPY is showing bearish. Establish a lower low. Oh, okay, we have a 200 here, so let it finish at 7 minutes to confirm your trade to the downside, okay? So either cut your put right now or you're gonna have to wait for 7 minutes to finish that 200. I did not see that 200 there. Everything is bearish still for SPY. This 30 minutes needs to surpass your 200 MAs. We don't want to get caught here for a possible reversal, and here comes this is where your double bottom. It's not coming from the 5 minutes. Yep, this is not coming from the 5 minutes, your double bottom. Your double bottom confirms on the 30 minutes. Right here. Did not see that. Need to finish this in 6 minutes because this is your double bottom here. This is the double bottom, not on the 5 minutes. See how the 5 minutes gives you a fake out? That's why I don't like 5 minutes because imagine me looking at the 3 minutes or the 2 minutes. They give me fake out. If 5 minutes gives me fake out, imagine other people. So that 30 minutes is giving us that double bottom. So let's see. You have 7 minutes, 6 minutes to finish that candle. Drop below that. That confirms our move to the downside. More confirm. So, but honestly, the 30 minutes is bearish. The 1 hour is bearish. Again, we have 50 MAs here, but we don't have volume. But everything is looking bearish on SPY. If we're going to use the 50 MAs as a guide for us to get rid of our put or to give us a bias either to the upside or to the downside, it's been a respectable support is your 50 MAs on that 2 hours. That 50 MAs is a pretty strong support. We were vacillating from here. We had a breakout, give us a fake out, back test the neckline. Now it continued to come down. So it still wants to come down to 706 though. But SPY. So you're going to watch that 30 minutes. 30 minutes is the one that's going to give us a possible double bottom, not the 5 minutes. Good job, Bridget. Three minutes to finish this. We do have a continuations of our bearish structures. Did not establish a higher high. We established a lower low, but this 200 is pretty strong resistance. Still bearish though. If I enter that early put, I will wait for this candle to finish before I tap out. Excuse me, guys. Your mom keeps me awake, keeps me active. She likes to go shopping and she likes to go places. I just got home and then, oh, I thought you were gonna take me out, and take her out again. Got take her to the mall, then restaurants. Then my son said, Grandma, I'll take you out. And then my son will take her out, but she doesn't get to rest. But I don't know where she get her energy. Remember, I told you guys we don't want to overstay our welcome. Let's measure AMD. Deep pullback. So no more put for you guys for this. It could be vacillating from here. Now we have no more volume, guys. We don't have no more volume on AMD. Oh, thank you, Mr. Cozy, for your tip. Thank you for the boba tip. I'll take my mom out today for lunch. Thank you. I'm gonna tell my mom free lunch today, Mom. Thank you, Mr. Cozy. Guys, it's 11 o'clock, so please no more trading. We do have power hour today. AMD could be reversing from here. It could just back testing the VWAP before a drop. This SPY, we have that 30 minutes. 30 minutes to confirm. You have 1 minute to finish the candle, but based upon this price action, this is a rejections on that 200, but it's still not confirmed for a reversal. It's still not confirmed for a possible reversal. Okay, it's still bearish. It's still bearish for SPY. It's still not a call. It's still more leaning towards bearish, but we need to break through that 200 MAs on the 30 minutes. As for AMD, we still have no confirmation anymore to go up. We are no more, we have no volume. We still, our RSI is still a little bit weak. It's right above 40. Is it this 40? Right below 50. Tesla is still bearish. I mean, SPY, excuse me. SPY is still bearish. No confirmation to go up. It could be vacillating from here. Let's see, volume is picking up here. Let's see this. This is our point of control. So the body of the candle closes above half of this candle. So now right now this candle is just back testing this bunch of little wicks. It could reject from here. or it could break through here, back test here. Those are the scenarios. Your 9 EMA is serving as your resistance. All right, guys, it is 11 o'clock. There's no trade for me for a SPY put or call. Remember, more confirmed to the upside is using your 713.54 more confirm, okay? If you're entering right above 712, it's too aggressive. Yes, you could go enter right above 711.70 and then get out at 713.48 is possibility, but you need to make sure you have a candle right below here. Okay, this white line of ours. Otherwise, it's going to give you guys a fake out because it's still no confirmation that it's going to go up or it's going to come down. So it's more bearish right now. The only thing that's holding us back is that 200 MAs, and that 200 MAs is really powerful. That will tell us if we're going to continue to come down to back test at 706 and 708.47 to 706. It's on the table, but this is a pivotal point. This is a critical level of support for SPY. As
Miss
for
Mary,
AMD, yeah,
would you please take a look at Micron MU
okay,
before you leave, please?
all right. So no more trades, okay? Nothing trades, no trade for both SPY and AMD right now. I think we had quite a few trades for you guys. And I'm gonna give one because I'm gonna go buy lunch for my son and buy lunch for my mom. Morningstar pattern or daily pivotal points right now. What do you have?
Well, I tried to follow Josh's put from the option alert, but I accidentally plus a call. It's working for me for now, but I cannot sell it today.
What do you have? You have a put?
I have a call, but I'm at 2 plus a put. But the call is working in my favor now. The thing is that I have to hold it overnight. I can't sell it.
You do have a variations of Morningstar pattern here, if they call this variations of Morningstar pattern, right? But it's not fully confirmed until it drops at 489. 489 as a put. So you might have to have a stop loss. There's a big gap on that though. Hold on. It's a pivotal point here. So in the 4 hours, this is a pivotal point. So this is going to give us a hint if we're going to continue to go up or come down. So this was a bunch of resistance on this level. You could see it, right? So this current price on that 390, 491 to 493 is 490, 491, make it 492, is a pivotal point for mu. So if we continue to reject and make the body above that 396 will be better. But if the body of the candle happens to be below and it gets to 489, not 3, I'm sorry, 489, then that will be more bearish, leaning towards bearish. But if we close above 390, at least on the 390, then gets to 394. Why I keep saying 3? I'm so sorry. 494, 494, 494. If the body of the candle today on the 4 hours at least close above 494. Yeah, it is 494, then there's a higher chance it could reverse from here. But if this candle, you see the body of the candle is next to the bearish candle to the left. That shows bearish. And this is a big candle, by the way. This is a big candle. And look at your volume. Your volume is pretty good too. So if I'm looking at this candle, I'll be a little bit nervous because there's a higher chance it could backtest at 483, 482, right? So that is a support. This is a critical level of support for MU. The next one is 482 to 480. So this current level, this 494 is really important. It has to hold above 494. Otherwise, it's going to continue to come down on that 480-ish. 480, and then you have 477 to 471. That's a big gap. And it could reverse from here. So let's go ahead and measure this retracement, right? So if we're going to be... So this is just a shallow pullback. A shallow pullback, but there's no strength on my RSI. Yeah, on the 50s, I'm not fully convinced of that 50 RSI. I do like above 60. We are having, this is a nice RSI, better than the 4 hours, right? But if it close above and gives me at least a bullish crossover on the daily, because you gotta have to wish for this candle, finish this candle today, well, you cannot sell it anyways. If it turns bullish here, then we could possibly see it. And if we close above 494, then it'll be more bullish. Drop below that 490 today, it'll be more bearish. So 490 bearish, 494 it'll be bullish. Then you could be able to sell it tomorrow. Excuse me, guys.
Thank you, Miss Mary.
Yeah, you don't. It's doing a pullback. It's doing a pullback. Okay.
Miss Mary,
Yeah.
not now. I know you gotta go, but later
I
on,
gotta
will you
go.
be able to take a?
Huh?
I know later on when you come back in the power hours trade, can you take a look at Microsoft for me when
Yeah.
we come back?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take
not
a
now.
look at all your thing because I gotta go buy lunch for my son and get lunch for my mom too. But
Yeah.
real quick.
All right. I like a double extra large fries and 2 sodas and 3 burgers. Okay.
Oh, 3 burgers. Gee.
All right.
I'll
Enjoy.
have some put on for.
Microsoft is still bullish. All right, Microsoft is still bullish. The problem with Microsoft right now is just we don't have volume, but it's bullish. This was a pivotal point for Microsoft, and it rejected from here. This 410 was a strong resistance all the way to 413. 410, 413 is a pivotal point for Microsoft. And as you can see, this was my support, and it rejected from here. So we're just vacillating from that 410, 432. There's a higher chance if we break out of that 428, there's a higher chance that we're going to backtest that 433, 432, all the way to that 441. And this is, there's going to have a price action on here, but we are just vacillating. But if we measure this run, it could be a bullish territory. I'm still bullish on Microsoft right now. We're just lacking volume. It's thinking, when is earnings coming? Is there earnings coming?
Yeah, it's on the 29th, Friday. Is it
That's
29th?
why. That's why. That's why it's just doesn't have volume.
Actually, it's tomorrow.
That's why there's no volume. That's why there's no volume.
Currently in it. I'm wondering if I
Yeah,
should
it's bullish.
hold
If we're
do
going to ignore
earnings.
Microsoft, it's bullish. This is in the bullish territory of the horizontal, so it really wants to get to that 432. Yeah, it's bullish. As you can see, you have a bullish crossover, lacking of volume because earnings, so it's just halted right now. But if we're going to look at it in the technical perspective, we rejected the pivotal point. We rejected the supports. This is a key level of support on the daily. And guess what? You have that 433 and then 441 and break through that 441. I have 480, I believe. Yep. You got 478 to 480, 484. So there's a higher chance if earnings beat, we're gonna backtest that 434. Psychological support is 434, 435. They're like whole numbers. Then you got the 441. break through the 441, I'm still looking at that 480-ish, 478 to 484. Those are my resistance for Microsoft. So right now we have a bunch of small candles because earnings is coming. Nobody's selling it though, obviously. Volume is pretty a-okay. It's pretty stable, but right below the average. But technical perspective, it's bullish. It's bullish to me. It looks bullish.
Okay.
So good luck. Are
I
you
was
trading
thinking,
earnings tomorrow?
yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was actually gonna do it before the run up, but I think I'm gonna hold through it, yeah, because based on that, yeah, I'm gonna hold through it.
Be careful. The last earnings it did, it dropped. That's why we have a
Yeah,
gap.
yeah, I'm gonna put in a stop loss
Yeah,
on
this
it.
is a pivotal point. This was a gapping down. When earnings comes, gap down. This is a pivotal point for Microsoft. So it's just a matter of, so tomorrow it could back test at 434, even test at 441, the hype of the earnings, or we could just be stagnant and get to that 432, 434, and then we see it from there. But this is a pivotal point really for Microsoft. A
Yeah, I
pivotal
think
point.
if we move up to that target there, on the 200 to 440, then I'm gonna come out of it.
Oh, you
If
come out
not,
with a
then I'll
good
just put,
money, but
yeah,
every time earnings
if,
beat, look, it drop, it always gap down.
yeah, think about, yeah, I'm gonna wait, and see how it goes tomorrow. I'll just put in a stop loss on it.
Gap down. Either hedge your position. All right, guys, I gotta go buy lunch for my son and my mom. I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys made money. I'm sorry to those people who lost money. We'll work it out again, and hopefully Power Hour will give a better trades for you guys. Okay. Otherwise, for my scalpers, I'll be sending your link today. I did not check my email; it's been so busy, but you'll get your link from me for tomorrow. For my scalpers, tomorrow is your live trading. For my YouTubers, thank you so much. We will see you guys on Friday. On Friday is our live trading. We're gonna go ahead, and I'm only allowed to have 1,000 on my Zoom. So I will put my Zoom link on the YouTube post. Okay, so that will be your Friday Zoom link for the YouTuber subscriber, which is also my Stocks with Josh Discords, because they are my YouTuber subscribers. All right, as always be kind, be
What time on
patient.
Friday? What
May
time on
all your
Friday, Miss
trades be
May?
in the green. 9 o'clock, Dre.
What time? 9 o'clock. All right,
9
thank you.
o'clock. Okay, I'll see you guys.
All right, take care. Have one for lunch.
Oh, thanks.
Have fun.